In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to generate a PDF invoice in Airtable using Make. We'll set up a clean Airtable base for your invoice data, then build a Make scenario that watches for new or updated invoices so you can trigger PDF creation reliably. By the end, you'll have a solid foundation that makes your automation easy to scale and maintain. First, prepare your Airtable base. Create a table called Invoices and add the core fields you want to appear on your PDF. Include an invoice number, which can be a single line text or an auto number so each invoice is unique. Add a customer name field and an email field to store where the invoice can be sent. Include an invoice date and a due date, both as date fields. Set a consistent date format so your PDF looks professional. For the items being billed, use a long text field if you're entering descriptions manually, or link to a separate items table if you track line items individually. Finally, add a total amount field formatted as currency. Before moving on, double check that every piece of information you want to see on the PDF is present and consistently formatted. Clean data here means cleaner PDFs later. Next, set up Make. Log in and click. Create a scenario. For the first module, choose Airtable as the trigger app. Give your scenario a clear name so you can find it later, and consider adding a brief description about what it triggers and when. This helps a lot as your automations grow. Now add the Airtable trigger. Choose either Watch Records if you want the automation to fire whenever a new invoice is added, or Watch Updated Records if you only want it to run when existing invoices change. Connect your Airtable account securely through Make's connection window, then select the base and the invoices table you just created. If you only want to generate PDFs for certain invoices, apply a filter here. For example, you might use a status field in your table and set the filter to process only records marked as ready. This keeps drafts or incomplete invoices from flowing through your automation. That's the core setup. At this point, whenever a new invoice is created or an existing one is updated according to your trigger, Make will catch it and pass along all the fields you prepared. From here, you can continue building your scenario to format the data and produce the PDF. As a quick tip, test with a sample invoice first and make sure your field names in Airtable match what you expect in Make to avoid mapping issues.